Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 100 Season 7 Episode 12, The Stranger. Sorry for this being up so late, I had some editing software hiccups with my files becoming corrupted, not a lot of fun, so this is my second time actually recording this. Anyway, like usual, I will cover the events on Sanctum first, then I will move to Bardo, with them coming together finally at the end of the episode. Don't get me wrong, this episode was okay. It felt like it was entirely based to connect the groups and establish where everyone stands with each other. Which is okay because it was good, but I don't know if it was last 5 episodes of the final season good. But each to their own. We open on Sanctum with Shadeheader looking like a pirate, or more aptly, as said later in the episode, a cyclops, requesting that the convicts and the children of Gabriel kneel to him. The convicts kneel, but Nelson, or now known as Sachin, refuses to kneel along with the rest of the children of Gabriel, being executed quite brutally. Along with Sachin, of course, which actually kind of sucks to see him go. I quite liked his character and the arc he had over the last 2 seasons. Maddie and the group of people who are loyal to Indra and Murphy are still in the reactor, with Indra bringing the Children of Gabriel kid who survived to Shadeheader to the reactor. We also see Murphy turning into the hero he has been destined to be since season 1. Okay, maybe not, but he's definitely getting there, with even Amori pointing out that he isn't worried about himself for once. Also, Shadeheader mentions that he also saw the anomaly stone while he had the flame, commenting on Maddie's drawings, and since he probably didn't really like Becca, knowing what Cadogan did to her might be in a helping mood in exchange for Clark and her friends, as Clark and her friends are really the biggest threat to Shadeheader right now. Nikki shows up to the reactor having followed Indra, with Amori and Murphy trapping her. Quite well done, Cockroach. Also, Nikki was followed by someone Knight sent, which is a little funny. Knight sent someone to follow the follower who was following Indra. Shadeheader shows up taking Murphy into the palace where he has his brand new throne made of skulls, and he also brings the anomaly stone into the palace, which will make sense later in the episode. Now on to Bardo. A lot of the scenes in Bardo are really just establishing where our characters are emotionally, with Bellamy's betrayal and of course Dioza's death. We get a scene between Bellamy and Bill talking about the possibility of repairing the flame if they can find it. Also, Cadogan assumes that Kelly killed Reese, and there are a lot of theories around this, with some thinking that Shadeheader could be a descendant of Reese. Definitely possible, but some also thinking that Reese could have been the first king of Asgeda. There isn't a lot of evidence for either of these, but the natural hatred between Tree Crew and Asgeda would be quite well explained by this. Although if one is true, the other can't really be true, as Shadeheader is from Sangeda Crew, not Asgeda. In order to save his friends' lives, Bellamy makes a deal with Bill to let his friends live if they find the flame, taking Raven to memory capture, clearly getting nothing, coming back for Clark not long after, with Bellamy being reassured by Duchette that he is doing the right thing. Clark ends up making a deal saying she'll take Cadogan to the flame after her friends are safe. We get a good Bellamy and Echo scene, with Bellamy quite clearly saying that he cares more about the final war than about his friends, which is quite harsh, although he is still clearly conflicted and trying to save Clark and friends, even though he is committed to Cadogan's cause. We get a Hope and Jordan scene, with Hope dealing with the guilt of what happened to Dioza. Cadogan, although he agrees to let Clark's friends go, sends them somewhere else that isn't Sanctum, without saying where. My guess would either be Etheria or Earth. Penance would age them way too quickly. Etheria would make sense, as none of them have the code for the stone even if they could make the climb, and Earth is survivable for a short period of time. There just isn't a hell of a lot of food or water around. Also, it's kind of metaphorical in the end. This ends us with Clark and Disciples returning to Sanctum, with obviously a lot having changed. Overall, I like that we're finally linking the two groups together, even though now we have another group, wherever the hell Cadogan sent Clark's friends. And whether it's possible that they run into Gaia, and that this is possibly how they will bring Gaia back into the fold. Anyway guys, this is where I finish this review and talk about next episode's promo. So if you don't want any spoilers whatsoever, thank you very much for watching and please make a hasty exit. So on to the promo for the 100th Season 7 Episode 13 named Blood Giant. Seeing Clark and Cadigan clearly at least somewhat free on Sanctum, so we know Shadeheader didn't start killing the second they showed up. The fence also must have been taken down, possibly from a Mori in the reactor, taking power away from the fence, with the group being attacked by what is only called the Bugs. The screen flashes with "It's mankind against nature," so it is quite possible that the Blood Moon might return. I'd say Amori is using this to try and make a push for the palace. It's likely that Cadigan and Clark are going to be caught in the middle of that. For some reason I can kind of see Clark and Cadigan getting trapped together and having that kind of enemies agreement. For some reason I just see that happening. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more and I hope to see you in the future. Bye!